Good morning, everyone. Welcome to fabulous Las Vegas. My name is Russell Irwin, and I'm an IBM customer who, like you, is definitely ready to work smarter. Impact is a customer event. It's our event, and it's all about getting everyone in the room to work smarter on a smarter planet. Now, you may feel that there are some practical obstacles for us to overcome to really work smarter, and you're probably right. But we have a fantastic opportunity this week to work together as customers and with our super smart colleagues at IBM to make real progress. I hope you have a great week. Let's work smarter. Good morning, everyone. Again, I saw you earlier. Flapjack says hi, by the way, Billy. I'm delighted to be here this morning to give you an update on our experience of working smarter with SOA at Standard Life. Everything I'll describe is credit to a fantastic team of business and IT colleagues back at base. Now, don't worry, I'm not here to talk to you about SOA theory, partly because I'm not qualified to do so, and partly because I would guess you've probably heard it all before. Instead, what I hope to do is to give you some practical information and encouragement to you as SOA leaders to work smarter with SOA. Standard Life is a major asset managing company based in Edinburgh in Scotland, but with businesses around the world. Established in 1825, we offer life assurance and pensions, investment management, banking, and healthcare services to over 7 million customers worldwide. And we have over 10,000 employees in the group. And in our experience, SOA is working. I don't know if you are a skeptic or an enthusiast, but SOA is working for us and adding real value to the bottom line. Now, when I was preparing this update, I realized that while SOA means a lot to me, it might not mean the same to you. My experience might be unusual in the room. It's a big room. When my team talks about SOA, we get different reactions from different people because not everybody has reached the same point in their SOA journey. Some are excited by the opportunity, but feel frustrated by the practical challenges they need to overcome to make the thing work. Others think it's an attractive theory, but with limited practical application. And some others feel that it's the biggest hype since hype ever began, and may even be a passing fashion that's already had its day in the sun. I appreciate that I'm lucky enough to have a good story to tell. At Standard Life, we began our SOA journey about 10 years ago, so we're well into practical application. We've taken the thing off the whiteboard, through the lab, along the hype corridor, and we're well into value delivery. I'll give you an overview in the next few slides. At Standard Life, smart SOA for us brings business agility. That's my boy. That's Daniel. Coupled with agile development techniques, we're able to deploy business advantage to Standard Life faster and faster. The ability to reuse and recompose business services gives us predictable business behaviors and known runtime characteristics. At Standard Life, smart SOA gives us consistent use and reuse of business functions across a range of channels. We can call the same service, for example, provide customer information for use on the internet, email, phone, basically anywhere that the customer chooses to experience Standard Life. And what that brings us is considerable consistency, not only in the customer experience, but also in the environments that Standard Life has to manage. That's my boy again. To date, our SOA has delivered us a value of £26 million, which is around about $40 million. That's a conservative and objective assessment. It represents the value of smart SOA to us in terms of alternatives in development terms. And we haven't included operational or delivery value in those figures yet. Those would make the numbers even bigger. Sometimes at Standard Life, we debate the size of the value, but not whether the value is real. That's broadly accepted across the group. It's growing steadily. All the indicators are moving in the right direction. And we measure and log through our software framework and accompanying infrastructure. So here come some more numbers. At the moment, these figures are at the end of March of this year. We have 227 service-consuming applications in production and 569 services in the catalog. And in standard life, a service has to mean something to the business. So, for example, provide customer information is a valid service, whereas fetch and lock, parm 7, yabba dabba do would not be a valid service. Some of you recognize that. Service reuse is running just over 50% consistently. We get about 1.25 million service calls per day and have a community of about 300 SOA developers. We have 1,493 instances of reuse. That's where a service has been used more than once. And if you multiply that by the typical cost of developing a bespoke service, you get the great big number at the top, which is £26 million sterling, nearly $40 million, or about 2,500 Honda Civics, or about 200,009-ish MP3 player pods. Here are some nice things that lovely people with much bigger brains than me have said about the work that we've done with Smart SOA. I'm not going to read it through. You can find all of this if you search for Standard Life SOA through your search engine. I've included it to give you some assurance or reassurance and encouragement that I'm not making this stuff up. Smart SOA is working and adding real value to the bottom line. So as SOA leaders, you may be thinking about how you can push this thing forward from theory into business value and realize that there are undoubtedly practical obstacles that you need to overcome to make the thing work. I'll give you a short list of things that we've found to be useful. Hopefully that's of some use to you, although I appreciate it may be stating the obvious. Ensure you have executive support. Now, your executive, like my executive, are undoubtedly lovely, lovely guys. And right now, they'll be focused on some key agendas, including risk and cash. So your SOA story should appeal strongly to those interests, particularly if you're in the early part of your SOA journey. You should emphasize this every chance you get when you're developing momentum and securing funding. Show the commercial advantages every chance you get and emphasize risk control through the predictable workloads. It's unlikely that you'll succeed based on architectural purity alone. Measure. Measure lots of things. Measure, 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 measure. Measure your services, measure your reuse, measure your performance, and apply a cash multiplier to those to show real business benefits. Adopt a robust governance model. This is critical. To characterize it and maybe state the obvious, NASCAR and Formula One have the best brakes in the world. Brakes were invented so that you could drive faster. You might not always feel that way, but it's really important that you get your roles and responsibilities clear, that you set out clear and robust governance, apply strong SOA leadership to define and enforce your technology patterns. Here's a picture that shows the basis of the governance model that we use at Standard Life, indicating some of the key roles and responsibilities that we apply within our federated approach. An important part of this picture to point out is that the number of people that we have working to bring SOA to life, that's the how part of the graphic, has remained constant and steady while we've enjoyed significant and sustained growth in terms of throughput and traffic. And that gives us exceptional efficiency and gearing, and also releases a lot of our talent to do great things with SOA and deliver what the business really, really needs us to do for them.